Hello, welcome to Food and Fitteds, and on this episode, I am in Cincinnati. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Okay, I'll stop. But no, this is the Great American Ballpark, home of the Cincinnati Reds, and it is a wonderful ballpark. Now, you got to remember here, as with all other Major League Ballpark reviews that I do, there's just simply not possible for me to get to everything. There's a huge food hall down the third base line. I couldn't cover everything, but I'm going to try to hit the highlights here. And we're going to start off here with La Rosa's family pizzeria, and it's kind of your basic pizza place. So if you want to get your slices, or you can get your whole pizza and take it back to your seat, you can. Now, Porkopolis is a place you need to visit. There are several Porkopolises around the ballpark, and they have brats and smoked sausages and hot dogs and popcorns and sodas. But the star of the show is going to be the Red Legs Barbecue Walking Taco, and we'll get to that in a minute. I just kind of wanted to show you the grill there, and they don't skimp on the size of the sausages and the brats and the dogs, and you can put your sauerkraut and all the other stuff on it. Okay, this is the Red Legs Barbecue Walking Taco, and instead of Doritos or Fritos as normally you would have in a walking taco, this has Saratoga style chips, and there's pulled pork barbecue and some red barbecue sauce on it, and then some coleslaw. And it was very good. You can't see the barbecue, it's on the bottom, nearly burned my stomach off, but you just mix it up and it tastes great. First option for those with a sweet tooth like me is Rosie's Ice Cream. So it's kind of your basic ice cream parlor. You can get several different flavors and in a cup or a cone or a sundae. But the star of the show right next door, Skyline Chili. Okay, Skyline Chili will start a fight. You know, people either love it or hate it. It's got that cinnamon and that chocolate in there. You can get it on hot dogs that they call conies, or you can get a Skyline Chili nacho helmet, so you can get all that Skyline Chili there in the helmet. Now, Bootleggers is one of many options for beer. They have a brewery district on the third base side. This is on the first base side, but all types of craft beers, local beers are very well represented throughout the ballpark. Multiple options. Bootleggers is just one. 50 West is a local hamburger place, so you can get a hamburger. You can get their specialty hamburgers. You can also get a good beer they have there, the Main Street Amber Ale that they brew and sell in the ballpark as well as their own places, but kind of your burger and fry joint. Now, another option for those with a sweet tooth is kettle corn, and you cannot walk anywhere near this place without smelling it. Just had the fans blowing outwards. Oh, and it smelled so good. The best option for barbecue, I would recommend Smokehouse Barbecue out by the right field foul pole. They have more options there. You can get the barbecue sandwich. You can get brisket and cheese hoagies, what they call their smoker nachos, and then they had the sides like coleslaw and mac and cheese. And it was right next to the fry box. And the fry box, as you might imagine, has French fries. You can get regular French fries, but then you have other options with all types of stuff on them, like buffalo chicken fries and barbecue pulled pork fries. And so, like I said, a variety of options there if you want French fries and food on top of it. And then it's just not that far a walk here if you get a seat in the club level like I got, the 100 section that they call the club level, even though you're outdoors, and sit down and watch. And the Reds were playing the Yankees this day, so in addition to getting good food and drink, I also got to root for a team to beat the Yankees, which, spoiler alert, they did. All right, well, eventually I went and got a bratwurst, and it was kind of okay. Here's not the best, but I've got Wisconsin on my trip itinerary here, so I can expect better brats in the future. But the 50 West Main Street Amber Ale, so I went back over to 50 West, the hamburger place, and got one of their beers right here, and I love a good amber, and this did not disappoint. So 50 West, your Main Street Amber Ale is perfect. One thing you can't tell when watching these reviews is how hot it was. It was like 97 degrees the day I went. My phone kept telling me it felt like 103, and I was like, well, it feels like 103 plus the 95 or whatever it is at the time. So eventually I had to go get myself a cold drink, and you have this place called the Chill Zone that has frozen margaritas, frozen pina coladas. I got the frozen hurricane, and it came in a souvenir batch. So souvenir batch are no longer just for beer. You can get frozen cocktails as well, and drink it fast when it's 97 degrees, because it became completely liquid after about 10 minutes of there sitting out in the sun. But boy, did it taste good. Now, buying a ticket at the 100 level behind home plate like I did gives you access to the Reds club level area, and normally club level seats are above the grandstand or the seating area where you can continue to watch the game. This time, Cincinnati has it below the seats. So you cannot watch the game directly, but they had plenty of TVs set up, and you have that nice, wonderful air conditioning. And you can get a lot of food here. They had pulled pork, chicken parmesan, double cheeseburgers, chicken tenders. They had a brisket dog, mozzarella sticks, tacos, and ice cream. So if you get a little bit too hot there in the summertime, you can go in there and eat and cool off and watch the action on the big screen TVs until you're ready to go back outside. And now for the fitted portion. I head to the Cincinnati Reds team store. They have a massive team store that's actually technically outside the main part of the stadium. You can access it on non-game days without having to go into the stadium, but they got everything that you need, just like your average Major League Ballpark team store does. It's well stocked in hats, shirts, novelty items, stuff for men, women, you name it. I already had a regular Cincinnati Reds hat from my previous visit, so on this trip, I got their City Connect hat, so kind of neat, futuristic look. Kind of reminds me of the corporation logo in RoboCop. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Fooded Fitteds from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. And whether you're a fan of the Reds or not, I think you will enjoy taking in a baseball game here. Plenty to eat, plenty to drink, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode, which is going to be from Detroit.